are in the Bahamas, and it's the Triplets taking on Tri-State. Here's a look at what we've got. The third place game, Triplets, who won it all 2 years ago, taking on Tri-State. And then it's the championship game as Trilogy takes on the three-headed monsters. Let's take a look at our lineups. They're brought to you by PNC Bank. And Nancy, let's talk about your overdraft protection matchups to watch.
For me, it's easy. It's Joe Johnson with the Triplets, unstoppable, two-time MVP. And then for Tri-State, you got to go with the other veteran, the co-captain, Jason Richardson.
And let's take a look at the rules you need to know for the Big Three. They're brought to you by Verizon. Listen, first team to 50 wins. First team to 25, we get to the half. And listen, the 4-point shot always keeps you in the game. Crucial matchup here. Third place game. Because the winner, well, they get a financial bonus. The loser, they get nothing. As Tri-State takes on the Triplets. Of course, the Triplets won it all 2 years ago. These two teams met in Week 8, and it was Tri-State who won it, and they won it handedly, Jim. 51-36, Dr. J's team. Well, he's the coach of the year this season.
You know, but they made the adjustments. They took the ball out of Joe's hands. They talked about it in the pregame, tried to force everybody else to have to beat him. Let's see if that same strategy will be in place. More importantly, if it is, the adjustment that Lisa Leslie, you understand this, Nancy, now has to make, knowing that they're going to get the ball out of Joe's hands.
Well, they run a lot of a horn set. So a lot of times when they pass the ball to Joe, the closest person to him becomes the guy who is going to double team.
Here's Jason Richardson, the drive, and we've got a foul. And already we've seen one kind of adjustment. Usually Sanders and Denman, they come off the bench, but they're starting here.
I think this is very smart for Dr. J. He uses them as a tandem, instant offense. You got to remember Nate Robinson is not here. He's going to have a short bench, Dr. J, and you got to have your best on the floor to start this game.
So Jason Richardson at the line, shooting 1 for 2, knocks it down, and Tri-State with the first 2 points of the game. Here's Gennaro Pargo. Triplets in the red. Pargo for 3. Denman, you can't leave him open. That's short. Richardson, the follow. Here's Joe. Front rim, that triple. And it will go to Tri-State.
Jimmy, that's the shot. You would give that to Joe Johnson every time. If he's going to take a square up, 3-point shot and not be moving your defense around, I would give that to him.
Yeah, you don't want him to be able to do like that, like Denman right here, that middle pick and roll. That's what Joe was tough. But also in this situation there, excellent pass. Because he can shoot the ball, they had to respect that, but he dropped it inside for an easy layup.
And a little bit of the adjustment is having Joe take the ball out and then bringing Pargo off that screen.
Yep. That 3 too strong by Gennaro Pargo. Denman now inside to Jay Rich, working on Pargo.
That's good one-on-one defense that time.
3 on the shot clock. Knocked away by Pargo. Good D.
I mean, great defense. Richardson has the advantage, but Pargo, because he got a little bit lower in his defensive stance, didn't allow Richardson to kind of back him in, was able to slap it away, at the last minute.
You know, usually teams have been able to post up their guys against Pargo and make him a non-factor.
That's not a non-factor. Not at all. As Joe Johnson tries the baseline and gets his first 2. 2-point lead for Tri-State. Pittman off the screen, pulls a three. That's money.
So smart. You know, he uses the screen from Larry Sanders. Then Larry flips the screen because Pargo plays so aggressively into your body.
Justin third. Tri-State scoring at 9 a game. Pargo now with the rock. Denman just pounding it. 2 on his shot clock. He's got to force it up.
Has this great defense that time by getting underneath Pargo. Now can he knock down the 4-point shot?
Oh, to grab all 4 of those.
So you play great defense, and then you put yourself in a situation where you missed the 4-point shot before, but right now, in the middle of the court, able to knock in that one.
Well, wait a minute. Justin, you played for me in the G League, and you didn't play that hard defensively, and apparently I'm not over it after 11 years. I love that young man. He's a heck of a player. He did play for me in the G League.
What did he say to you right there?
He said that one was for you.
That's right.
He told me that before the game. I said, yeah, because I cooked dinner for him in my house in Dallas about a month ago.
Hold on, can we get dinner?
I know.
We have history.
We were there. We were there.
We got history.
There's Lisa Leslie. She was the Big 3 Coach of the Year 2 years ago. And Tri-State's going to call a timeout. But they've got themselves a 7-point lead. The third place game. We're down to business here in the Bahamas.
It was the night before breakfast when suddenly Austin craved eggs and bacon and the toasted breakfast burritos he'd eat when he awakened. And the party was turning up, but Darren decided to wind down because sleep is a one-way ticket to toasted breakfast burrito town. So when Alex received that late-night text, she thought about breakfast and she ghosted her ex. Toasted breakfast burritos are here. Go to bed, sleep well. The sooner you sleep, the sooner you'll get one. Only at Taco Bell.
It's championship Saturday here on the Big 3. This is the third place game. Tri-State with a 7-point lead. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern. Don't miss a hardwood clash as the Atlanta Dream battles it out against the Dallas Wings. Catch the WNBA. It's on the CBS Sports Network. Here in the Bahamas. And it's a 7-point lead for Tri-State taking on the Triplets. Triplets won it all 2 years ago here in the Big 3.
Julius was telling me at practice the other day, this team reminds him of the old school ABA. It was like everybody was all in, one for all for one, and he likes the fact that they're sharing the basketball. There's ball movement, but he wants them to score off the assist, not isolate.
You know, Tri-State going into the playoffs with the #1 seed. They were rolling. In fact, they're the first #1 seed in Big 3 history not to make the championship game.
Well, I think that just talks about how competitive this league has become. When you're the #1 seed like that, not able to get to the championship, that says a lot about the parity that's in the Big 3. And that's something that Ice Cube and Jeff Quanten continue to preach in regards to how you draft, who you draft, and then putting the right team together.
Pargo, the triple. Short. Jay Rich tried to save it, but he was out of bounds.
Well, that's what's happened in the 3 years that I've been in the league. I give Jeff and Cube so much credit along with Clyde Drexler. They have pushed the envelope to have better competition, younger legs, moving the age difference down, and it's forcing veterans to have to be ready to make a team.
There's Joe Johnson. Takes it straight to the cup.
Well, but that's the adjustment because when Ice Cube, they started the league, they wanted it for former professional basketball players, NBA. But then the success of the league dictated something different, which is, like you said, Nancy, right there, Larry Sanders getting hit, was to open it up to European players, to younger players, because the strength of this league, like anything else, is going to be the players. So the better the players you have, the better they play, the better the product, the better the sponsors are, and overall, the better the league will be.
Well, you saw, with Papa this year, Dusan Paulette. I mean, he came back from the Olympics with the bronze medal, and he was difficult to guard, if anybody could guard him at all.
Sanders misses that free throw. Johnson the rebound. Down 5. He's going to pull 3. Air ball, and Jason Richardson puts it right up and in. And it is Tri-State with a 7-point lead. 13-6. That's our score. First team to 25, we get to the half. Triplets, Tri-State, battling for third place here on CBS.
We have the most diverse league in the world. We have Clyde Drexler, who's the first black commissioner, our chairman of the board, making sure we're doing right by the players. This league is moving forward in directions that they ain't gonna be able to keep up with us. We have Nancy Lieberman, 2018 champion. Lisa Leslie wins the championship her first year. So to have the Big Three where you see the best playing a game like this, what more could you ask for?
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics. And our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
Feeling lost. Help?
Do it, moves.
Put yourself out there.
Let's take a journey to a place where worry.
It's okay to be lost.
We just can't comprehend. Take a journey.
PNC Bank believes that if a pair of goggles can help your backhand get better, then your bank should help you budget even better. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft fee.
You see that?
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
Subway has so much new it didn't fit in their last ad. Like the new steak and cheese. They start with new freshly baked artisan Italian bread. And then they pile on new thicker cut tender marinated steak and top it off with melted cheese. Well, guess they need another ad. The Eat Fresh refresh at Subway. There's too much new to fit in one commercial.
I'm Jacob Emrani. Subway has so much new, it didn't fit in their last ad, so they bought time in mind. Their new artisan Italian bread is the best. Just ask my satisfied client.
Jacob got me the footlong I deserve.
Call Jacob.
Something new is happening at CBS. Go somewhere new. Learn something new. Meet someone new. Nate Burleson joins Gayle King and Tony DeCopel.
Welcome to CBS Mornings.
CBS Mornings, beginning Tuesday on CBS.
Hey, tomorrow 4 Eastern, we head to Florida for women's soccer, featuring a key matchup between two teams really separated by just a few points in the standings. It's the NWSL action between Orlando, Houston tomorrow here on CBS. Third place game, 13-6 is our score. Fourth member of our team, John Spider Sally.
Hi, Kevin Murphy, 30-year-old rookie.
That sounds crazy, don't it?
It does. It's 30-year-old rookie, but you got the rookie of the year. You're sharing it, but it's the rookie of the year anyway.
Oh man, that's a blessing, man, to be in this league, the Big 3 league, to be honored and be recognized with this. That's a blessing, man. I'm honored.
Right. You're the leading scorer. You're in here for the championship. I know Gary Payton is looking at you to do great things.
Yes, he is. He already tells me every time he sees me, hey, get buckets. So that's what I'm going to do.
Now, Jared Jack happens to be the other rookie of the year, and you're going against him again.
Yeah, man, I play Jack every summer, man. Me and Jack see each other all the time in Atlanta, play each other all the time. So we kind of know each other games, and we're going to go ahead and try to give y'all a good show today.
All right, well, he's a coach in the NBA now. He might, have a word in there for you.
Hey, man, I'm going to put a little bug in his ear, what I'm saying, to have him, hey, man, drop my name a couple of times.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother.
Kevin Murphy, you'll see him in the championship game. Right now, third place game. Joe Johnson, ball fake, and scores.
Nancy, off air, you were talking about you love the matchup because Sanders guarding Joe Johnson, who got the better of that matchup on that possession.
Let's see, MVP against the Defensive Player of the Year, and we're going to have to watch this all night.
Pargo knocks down the three. A couple of college teammates, Pargo and Joe Johnson at Alabama. Here's Jay Rich. That's for three. All things heating up. First team to 25. We go to the half. 16-11 the score.
Go ahead. I think the most effective they're able to do a quick hitting play, pick and roll, force the defense to have to react. That's where you get an open jump shot.
And a lot of that is misdirection if you have a guard who can take it to the basket.
Pargo, fade away. 3-point lead for Tri-State. Back and forth we go. Rich for three. Yes, Jason Richardson.
That is his game. Just give him that one-on-one opportunity when he catches in rhythm and releases. It's beautiful.
And turnover by Joe. 6-point lead for Tri-State.
Jumper in the old school Converse, Dr. J's.
We got to get a shot of that. If you haven't seen these Converses that Joe has, you got to put it over TV.
Here's Justin Denman for three from the corner. Oh! Knocks it down and does the Steph Curry.
I'll tell you about Justin. He'll play anywhere. He'll play in the TBT. He'll play in the G League. He'll play in the NBA. He'll play in the Big Three. He, like Joe Johnson, is just a baller and lover of this game.
Denman's got 10 points now. First man in double figures. And Tri-State is now just 3 points away from taking this thing to the half.
That was good recognition by Joe, seeing the double team early, and Al just run to the front of the rim, the tip of the rim.
Well, think about this. Tri-State is up 22-15. Joe Johnson has been effective, but not as effective, but they haven't employed the quick defense where they double team him right away, which is different than what we saw in the game before when they were able to dominate that game by getting the ball. So the adjustment Dr. J has made is that, yeah, you saw us do it one time. This time, we're not going to do it as of yet.
Denman to the rack. He's got 12 now. Tri-State just a point away from the half. Here's Pargo. Joe, no look to Al Jefferson. He blew the bunny. Jay Rich for three. Count it. And Tri-State takes this thing to the half. They're rolling up 12 over the Triplets.
Well, that's a 5-point turnaround because Al Jefferson should have had the layup. He missed it, and then able to move the ball really quickly. Tri-State knocking down a three.
That's your score at the half. Tri-State 27, Triplets 15. We'll return to the Bahamas right after these messages and a word from your local station.
It was the night before breakfast when suddenly Austin craved eggs and bacon and the toasted breakfast burritos he'd eat when he awakened. And the party was turning up, but Darren decided to wind down because sleep is a one-way ticket to toasted breakfast burrito town. So when Alex received that late-night text, she thought about breakfast and she ghosted her ex. Toasted breakfast burritos are here. Go to bed, sleep well. The sooner you sleep, the sooner you'll get one. Only at Taco Bell.
New Big Brother, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8, 7 Central.
Tony here from CreditRepair.com. Repairing your credit could be complicated, so we're hitting the streets to see what people really think. Let's go. What's a good credit score? Go.
600.
Maybe if you're trying to pay thousands extra in interest rates. Can your credit score impact your job?
Ooh, I know this one. No.
Oh, no. Will paying your bills fix your credit?
Yes.
So confident. I love it. But no. So how do you fix your credit? Not sure? Then call CreditRepair.com to see what's hurting your score and how you can work to repair it. All right, last question. Is credit repair expensive?
Isn't having bad credit expensive?
My man. Cut the confusion. Get started with a free credit report evaluation from CreditRepair.com or give us a call to answer whatever questions you have.
Call 1-800-737-4164.
The NFL is back, and DraftKings' latest offer is a sure thing.
So we got former automatic NFL kicker Martin Gramatica to break it down. Martin?
Bet just $1 on any NFL game, get $200 Automatica, no matter what.
That is Automatica, Martin Gramatica.
It's no stressy, Jesse.
Download the app, sign up with the promo code. Bet $1 to get $200 automatically and make it rain with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Clear Brothers Furniture in Cheyenne has quality name brand furniture that is built to last. Brands like Lazy Boy, Serta Mattresses, England, Best Home Furnishings, and handcrafted wood products built by the Amish. Clear Brothers in Cheyenne has been locally owned and operated and proudly serving Wyoming since 1990. And everything on our showroom is made right here in the USA. So if you're in the market for quality American-made furniture, come to Clear Brothers Furniture, 2717 East Lincoln Way in Cheyenne.
Thank you for watching KGWN TV. The Big Three on CBS Sports is sponsored by Verizon. 5G built right.
You're watching the Big Three Championship. It is presented by Verizon. 15-27, that's our score here at the half of the third place game. Hey, get your official Big Three merch. All you got to do is go to store.big3.com for league, team apparel. You get jerseys, you get hats, you get jackets. You get it all at the store.big3.com. Hey, the Triplets, they've got some work to do. And their head coach, Lisa Leslie, she's mic'd up for sound.
Yeah, good team. Nice, Brago. Money. You at the free throw line on that. That's all right. Hey, Brago. Brago split on that offense. Ow. See it on that curl. Just a little bit, step up just a little bit more. Get his hands off of him. There you go.
Brian Custer along with Jim Jackson, Nancy Lieberman. Hey, you heard Lisa Leslie. They've got to corral Jason Richardson, who's got 13 points, and Justin Denton, who's got 12. I mean, they've got to find an answer there, Nance.
Well, they've got 25 of the 27 points, and right now they're not finding them. And I was surprised in the first half that Lisa did not use Alan Anderson and Jamario Moon. Those are guys who started throughout the whole season.
Yeah, and you know what, though? It's going to be an adjustment. I see that Jamario Moon is now in the game, and so is Alan Anderson. But go back to the defensive side of the ball. It's Denton right here, the ability for him to knock down shots. You know him, you coach him. He loves to play the game. And in that first half, he was very effective, not just from an offensive perspective, but I thought he played some really good defense as well.
Well, listen, he was a finalist for 4th Man of the Year, and he is balling. He's with our John Sally.
Okay, so here we are. You're doing a great job. What's this next 25 minutes, 25 points?
25 gonna be just like the first half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I always go by that motto, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're gonna go out here and throw the first punch and hope they don't wake up. If they wake up, they're a different story.
Wow, that is a boxing analogy. I like that.
Yeah, you know, I try to do my thing. You know, shout out to my mama. She always get on me because I don't give her a shout out.
We doing shout out? Shout out to mama.
Yeah, shout out to mama. But man, you look at fly.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you guys. Go win.
How about John Sally, his math? They only need 23. They got 27 points.
Georgia Tech. Okay, it's an engineering school. You're supposed to know that. Okay, this is one of the top engineering schools in the country. I'm just saying.
First team to 50 wins at Tri-State. 27-15. Here's Jay Rich. Giving them something. He's now got 15 points.
I think it's tough. You're asking two guys who have not been able to warm up for at least 30, 35 minutes to come out and start playing like it's they've been already on the floor.
How about that dish by Joe Johnson to Moon? He misses the early one. And you saw Joe, his head kind of dropped after that one. That's the second time that's happened. Clark for 3, misses everything. Here's Alan Anderson from the corner.
watch Richardson. He looks like he's hurt. I don't know if it's a groin or what.
Is he limping a little bit?
He was.
Okay.
Good dish. And Anderson lays it in.
Well, but with the triplets, what you get with this lineup, especially with Allen Anderson, is like Pargo, a weak side shooter, guy that can put it on deck. Moon not shooting the ball extremely well, but he still can stretch the defense. So let's keep our eye to see if they can, this set right here can get them back in the game.
Denton spins, shoots the three. Joe Johnson with the behind-the-back pass. He's trying to say it went off a Tri-State.
I don't think he touched it. He went to touch it, but I don't know if he did.
Dr. J wants to challenge that. He wants to challenge that possession.
You see, Jay Rich, you mentioned it, Nancy, that he is limping right now.
And this is a problem because even before the season started, Dr. J challenged Jason Richardson and said, I need you to be in that MVP conversation, and he was for most of the year. But when you're down a man, it is hard in this league when you don't have 5 guys.
Yeah. Especially Nate Robinson's injured as well, so he's not here.
That's right. And I know, with our team power, we were injured most of the season, and you got to have subs.
So let's see as he challenges this possession. Here's the pass. No. Jay Rich says, didn't go off of me. Let's get another look. And watch the behind-the-back pass here by Joe.
I don't think he touched it.
And it's successful. So it will be a Tri-State basketball.
Well, and it looks like Jason Richardson is taking off his sock right now, so it's an ankle injury. Look like he may be getting it taped up.
Earl Clark has checked in for Jay Rich. Inside to Sanders. Working on Moon with 5. Hook jump hook.
Yeah, good patience that time by Larry Sanders, knowing that he had the advantage height-wise over Jamar. Instead of going quickly, Nancy kind of crab dribbled back into the lane to get that 2.
Allen Anderson, and they're going to call a block on Justin Denton.
Yeah, right here, Justin will try to pick this up, and he's usually pretty good at angles. This is the play before where Larry, he sees that the double team is not coming to what Jimmy was just talking about, and he goes, you know what? This is where I live, right around the front of the rim.
Yep. Keep in mind, these two teams met in week 8 of the regular season, and Tri-State won that game 51-36. That 36 points, that was the lowest point total in team history for the Triplets. And right now, they're looking like they're on that same run here.
But you know, I think that we knew how good Tri-State was, but that game, I think, opened the eyes to really how good and dominant this team is. You see Denton right there with the drive. Nancy, to me, that said something in that game. Not only 36 points that they held Tri-State to, but I mean, the Triplets too, but also the defense on Joe Johnson. That kind of gave him a blueprint of how you want to guard him.
Well, you want to be physical with him, but you also want to run people at... See, Justin takes straight line drives, and once he gets in front of you, he sees the defense, so he can go left hand, he can finish right hand. He is so good at using his body.
They go in the post to Joe Johnson, working on Sanders. Joe backs him down, but a reach in by Sanders.
And you know, Larry doesn't have to reach on that.
Nope.
I mean, if he just plays straight up defense, he has some size, force Joe to have to shoot over the top of him.
Well, one of the problems in the second half is that Tri-State is going to put the Triplets in the bonus, and then they're going to get the ball back, and they're going to keep attacking the rim.
Joe fades, knocks it down. 21-33 now. Again, first team to 50 wins it. You got to win by 2 as Joe and Larry Sanders get tangled up.
Joe Johnson in the post. Now, if you're Larry, you just pat him on the butt on that last play. That's what you want him to do. You want him to shoot over an outstretched arm. Yes. You don't want him to get in the paint. And Joe is capable of making that shot, but that's the kind of defense you do want to play. Joe and Larry right now.
And they're going to try to break it up because there's a tussle for positioning there in that box.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even think it's about, getting the ball into Larry Sanders. I think Joe was trying to show his team right here that we're down. We need to play hard. This thing is serious. And this is just gamesmanship right here as much for the Triplets as it is anybody else.
Well, that's your best player sending a statement, not verbally, but physically. He's showing his team that they got to get back into it.
Here's Denton. He's already hit a 4. And they're going to call that one on Larry Sanders over the back on Joe Johnson.
Tri-State has to stick with what gave them the lead early. I understand that, Richardson is on the sideline, but you got to stop these. You got to stop these fouls. Maybe this is where Dr. J calls a timeout, regroups his guys.
They just called it technical on Larry Sanders. Ooh, Joe missed that free throw. That hurts.
But you give them another possession. A team that led the league in scoring, you're giving them another possession.
Here's Fargo. To Joe from the corner. Misses that 3. Denton the board. They go to Earl Clark. Clark spins, hangs, rolls off.
That great defense that time by Allen Anderson. Staying right in front of a taller Clark forced him to take a tough shot. Not able to make it inside.
5 fouls, 6. Not only do you put them on the line, then you get the basketball back, and it becomes.
Jason Richardson has checked back in. Larry Sanders checks out, and he is not happy.
Well, they have to think about this. If Larry Sanders has 3 fouls this half, he's going to have to sit. They don't have any subs.
Anderson for 4.
You said this at the top of the game. The 4-point shot, how it can get you. Not that you were taking all the time, but when the opportunity presents itself, and you have a shooter like Anderson that can knock it in, is a potent weapon for you.
Here's Denton driving on Fargo. Can anyone stop Justin Denton?
Not one-on-one.
10-point lead for Tri-State. Now is Joe's time, the MVP. And it's a turnover.
See, the thing that Justin Denton does so well, he gets lower than the level of the defender. And then he gets into your body and he takes away your recovery angles, and it's going to the basket.
10-point lead for Tri-State over the Triplets. They're playing for 3rd place. You're watching the Big 3 Championship. It's presented by Verizon here on CBS.
At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of the watch out. The make way coming through. Great. The storm alert.
Dad.
And the subtle but effective ding. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the financial watch out that gives you the options and time needed to help you avoid overdraft fees. It's one way we're making a difference. Because we believe how you handle overdrafts should be in your control, not just your bank's. Low Cash Mode on Virtual Wallet from PNC Bank.
10-point lead for Tri-State over the Triplets in the 3rd place game. Hey, the critically acclaimed drama Billions. It returns all new episodes. It premieres tomorrow, September 5th, 9 p.m. only on Showtime. Lisa Leslie coaching up her Triplet squad. They won it all 2 seasons ago. Trying to win this 3rd place team, but they're 10 points behind Tri-State, and Jason Richardson has got his ankle taped, and he is back in the game. He's got the rock right now. He'll pull from 4. It's short. Joe Johnson, the drive, and he throws it away. Richardson bangs it, and 1.
Double mistake that time by Joe. 2nd turnover, and Tri-State able to take advantage of it. Joe's not happy with not getting. Not happy, but that's taking advantage, Nancy, of opportunity.
It absolutely is. You know what I love about this game? Remember Make You Take It? When we were kids playing in the schoolyard, if somebody had an air ball, boom, you put it right back up and make them pay.
Jay Rich, 38-25 is the score. You're watching the Big 3 Championship is presented by Verizon. Jay Rich and Tri-State, they're rolling right now. Richardson with 17. They're 12 points away from victory.
Chasing your dream, it's like no other feeling. You have your ups and downs.
You don't know if it's going to succeed or fail.
Getting the right opportunity can make all the difference.
When it comes to finding your dream job, it can be tough to stand out from the competition.
Rod. Oh! Wow. My goodness.
You need an MVP right there with you, whether on the court.
Another Joe Johnson game winner.
Or off. That's where ZipRecruiter comes in. They go to work for you, pitching you to new employers and finding the right opportunities for you to apply. Even getting employers to reach out to you directly. Everyone's dream job looks a little different. Get ZipRecruiter to get you closer to yours.
The drive, the layup, yes!
Sign up for free on ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
I spent months looking for a job. I got nowhere. This helped me deal with that frustration. Things changed when I tried ZipRecruiter because it works like a free personal recruiter. ZipRecruiter sent me great jobs. I applied with a click. Some companies even invited me to apply. I started a new job last week. This still helps.
Go to ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
My ex is dating a Pisces. So I'm like, screw it. Let's talk manifesting. Let's talk chakras. Let's talk self-healing my way through the 12th house.
Set your intentions.
Still that.
Full moon bath ritual. Cleanse and find your magic.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
PNC Bank believes that if a pair of goggles can help your backhand get better, then your bank should help you budget even better. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft fee.
Do you see that?
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
It's a new NFL season, and the answers to all of our questions will be revealed September 12th on CBS.
When people see this lab, I want them to know we get it right.
Well, every week, the fans vote on the Player of the Week, brought to you by Microsoft, and it was Jared Jack, who put up 33 points in the playoffs last week to knock off Tri-State, and he is with our John Sally right now.
Oh, man, we got Rookie of the Year, 33 points in the last game. Georgia Tech alumnus. You know, I'm so happy to give that to you.
Appreciate it. It was 35, Sal.
It was 35, but you really, you know, they kind of cheated you on the last point. I'm just saying, I counted it.
Nah, it's cool, man. Tremendous honor. I had a great time with this being my first year in the league. Super, super competitive, and just want to say thanks and appreciate everybody that voted for me.
Well, I voted for you, so I'll hold it for you. I'm not holding for you. You're a rookie. All right, back to you.
All right. And you'll see Jared Jack, of course, in the championship game against the three-headed monsters. Here's Allen Anderson. Scores that one over Earl Clark.
And, you know, the funny part about that interview, immediately Jared Jack knew how many points. As a ball player, you always know, like Detman Ryan, he knows that he can score, and players know that. You know,
not only that, they know how many they scored in high school. At Rucker Park.
Exactly. Yeah, so when the guy tells you why, I really don't know how many points I had. Whatever. Right. Whatever.
Detman's got 18, looking for 19 here. and knocks it down. And how about Tri-State now? They are just 9 points away from victory and claiming the third-place game.
Tell you what, this would be a different second half. Alan Anderson has come in. That's just 12 points. He has 12 points in the half.
What have you seen different, though, from the Triplets? They were so dominant early last year, this year. But then in their last 3 or 4 games, it's something different. And that has nothing to do with it right there, Pete. I mean, what have you seen?
Look, we all studied film. We all looked at where Joe got the ball, if we send help, if we didn't. But I will tell you this, is Alan Anderson came back a totally different player this year.
Right.
He's in great shape. He's worked hard, and he's the real deal.
So is Tri-State. Now just 6 points away from victory. Alan Anderson will go to the line, shooting 1 for 2.
And it's interesting, the reconstruction of this Tri-State team over the last 3 years haven't performed well, had some talent, but it seemed to just come together. Unfortunately, they couldn't get into the championship game, but a much more competitive team all around for Tri-State and Dr. J.
Well, Dr. J, the coach of the year, he wants to bring the Taco Bell, bring the firewood.
I think this is a great play. The players said, hey, hit that, because Alan Anderson, make him make the shot. And I like Taco Bell also, by the way.
Here are the rules. Alan Anderson will go one-on-one against Earl Clark. He's got 10 seconds to try to score. If Earl Clark can get a stop, Tri-State will get the rock. Anderson fades. Got it.
Huge. That is huge. Because Earl was all over him that time. Alan Anderson, a very, very accomplished scorer.
Well, all he did was create his space. He knew that he couldn't get by Clark, but he wanted to create enough space to get the shot up his game.
Getting the three.
Can the Triplets get enough defensive stops, Nancy, to get themselves an opportunity to close this lead down? Tough shot that time by Alan Anderson.
Anderson's got 14 right now. Here's Jay Rich. Driving, lays it in.
Man, he still has jets.
That ankle looks pretty good right there, didn't it?
He's got jets and hops, and they're 4 points away from victory.
Well, you know, it's a Big Ten thing. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Did you just go Big Ten?
Big Ten thing. You know, Alan Anderson, Michigan State.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you threw out that team from up north, man. You know?
I got love. I got love for the team up north. I do. You know, except when we play them in football. That's it.
Here's Pargo for 4. It's short. So let's see if Justin Denman and Tri-State can knock down a 4 and win. Here's Jay Rich for 3. Too strong. Clark the board. Beautiful. To Jay Rich. And he lays it in and aggravated that ankle injury. Tri-State now just 2 points away from victory in the third place game.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics. And our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
Just 2 points away from victory, and make sure you follow the Big 3. You can do it all across social media. Do it on Instagram. You can do it on Twitter, Facebook, Triller, and YouTube. There's Ice Cube sitting courtside.
He's one of the coolest guys I've ever been around in my life. That man is so iconic, and he is so humble and kind.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Golly.
Everything you said, I echo. There's Lisa Leslie, another icon in the game. This could be a game winner here. Titman for the win, fades, misses.
You know, off air, Nancy and I were talking, and Nancy's big on defense. I said, what's the biggest difference between the Triplets early in the season and now? She said that defensively, they're not as tied in and locked in as they were earlier. Hence, their struggles to win games late in the season.
Yeah, it's just something that you just have to want to play defense.
Pargo for three. No good. Al Jefferson clears the offensive board. Pargo again. Still can't buy a bucket as the Triplets. 3 of their 4 losses have come in the last 4 games.
Yeah. Well, for the Triplets, if you're struggling scoring, you got to rely on your defense to have to back you up a little bit. And then, again, like Nancy said, the defensive intensity, attention to detail just hasn't been there in the last 3 or 4 games for the Triplets.
Here's Joe working on Clark. Bodies him. Left it short, though, with the jump hook. Here's Larry Sanders. He's going to bring it out.
See, this is where you can't screw around when you're trying to win a championship. Just get the ball to the people that can make this happen for you.
Pargo from the corner. Still can't find it. Someone's got a lid on the bucket for the Triplets. Here's Titman. He hasn't been stopped. With 5 on the shot clock now. Drives for the win. Yes! Justin Titman. And Tri-State claims 3rd place in the Big 3.
Our guy.
What?
You said get it to the players, right? The guys that want to get it done, right? That time, Denton right here didn't panic. Shot clock going down, and you said this before. He gets lower than his defender, and that time able to turn the corner.
Look at that. That's a straight line drive, and once he was able to get Pargo on his hip, he then initiated the physicality, and then he's got that mental clock.
And Coach Lieberman, you said you win these games by defense, and Tri-State holds the Triplets to a team-low 31 points as Doc and Lisa Leslie embrace, and it's Tri-State. They claim 3rd place in the Big 3 with a 50-31 victory.